Good afternoon, it's Diane from the Paint Factory. It is Wednesday, it's quarter of one, 12:45 in my little town in Hillsboro, Oregon. I was trying to pick a time which is good for my American followers but also for my European followers. And I know there's a huge time difference. So I have a big announcement. And what I want to do is, I think, wait a few minutes before I actually do the ta-da to see if anybody is here, so I'm not announcing this awesome news to myself. So if you're here and you can see me and you can hear me fine, let me know. And I will continue, because I've been waiting to do this for I would say a few weeks now. Maybe this is something. Hey Courtney, how are you, darling? Is this the first time you've been on my Facebook Live? I think it might be. But anyway, so I've been wanting to talk about this for a few weeks. It's been in the workings, and we're kind of like figuring out all the details. And look how cute I am. Stop it, please. I actually put makeup on. I do not normally look like this. The other day I was painting my garage in my dressing gown. So yes, great amount of time is being put into this face. I need professional makeup people and hair people. But anyway, so I have at least 8 people, and I thank you all. And so I am going to tell you, because I can hardly stop myself. Oh my God. So just to backtrack a little bit. So I'm this painter. I mean, I never taken any classes, just kind of self-taught, just kind of like trying to find my own groove at what I do. And a lot of people, not a lot, hi Lorraine, hi Wendy, oh Salisbury, Mass, is it still cold there? It's freezing here, it's like 50. Anyway, so I'm going to digress on this announcement, so please bear with me, because at some point hopefully I'll find focus. So I've had people ask if I do teaching. No, I don't. Why don't I do teaching? Well, for I think a lot of years, I've never felt good enough, because I'm still learning. We're all learning. No one's an expert at doing this furniture painting gig. It's just, I hope that we all continue to, carry on and learn. So I've never felt really comfortable wanting to teach, because I've never sat in a class. And so for me, for the longest time, I've never felt that I would know what a class environment, learning environment would look like. And so that's always kind of held me back. And that's, I own it. Part of also is that I'm not very good at organising stuff. I suck. Logistics, not my strength. Ask my husband, I'm still working on my taxes. It's nutty. Anyway, so I can come up with a list of reasons why I don't teach. There's always going to be somebody better. There's always going to be somebody with more experience, bigger space. Someone who's better on, Facebook Lives, whatever. Tons and tons. So, Angie, you saw me, yay! So I've been putting it off, and I got to the point at the end of last year where I suddenly have to figure out, what am I doing? Am I just going to kind of like have my fake business? Or am I really going to try and progress and make this, more, I don't want to necessarily say more profitable, because of course I want more money, who doesn't? But make my company, my business bigger, yet still enjoyable. And for me right now, my natural progression, I think, is to teach. So yes, I am going to have my first teaching course. Now, that's not it really, because there's something much bigger than that. So I hear you say, Diane, where are you going to do this teaching? I'm glad you asked me, because I want to tell you. I am going to be I can't stand it. I'm going to be doing a instructional teaching course, and it's gonna be in France. I'm going to France. I know, France. And I'm from England, and I lived for a year and a half in Kent, which is like this close to France. Do you think I ever went? No. I was 20s, who wants to go to France? I want to go to the beach, I want to drink and sunbathe and do. So, the clincher of this teaching thing that I'm going to do, so I'm going to be an instructor, but it's actually a guided tour. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Okay, so it means that we have, me and the organizer, a lovely French lady called Jeanette, we have space for 6 people, possibly 7, to come and paint and go to, I can't even stand it, I'm so excited. So let me just tell you a little bit. So the dates are going to be September 11th. We will meet in Paris. Yes, we will. We are going to spend the afternoon doing a tour around Paris. We're going to have beautiful French dinner and the Paris evening. See, I need an assistant. You can speak French? Oui. I can't. So we're going to have the day in France. We're going to spend overnight in France, in Paris. We are going to take a van, and we are going to drive south. We are going to go and visit Monet's Gardens. Monet's Gardens. Hence the reason why I posted my image transfer of Monet's Gardens. So that's going to be our inspiration. We are going to go there. We are going to absorb the wonderful creativity that is in France. And we are going to be inspired by Monet. We are going to drive. We are going to go and stop at Leonardo da Vinci's last residence. Oh my God, I know, right? So we're going to do all these things that these wonderful artists, creators, the talent. So we're doing that, and then there's more. So we're going to drive then to essentially it's a small guest house, which was the first grocery store in the village after World War II, and it's by a river, and we can have a picnic by the river. And what we will do is we will go to flea markets every single day. We will go, me, Jeanette, and 6, 7 of our closest buddies will go shopping in the French flea markets. Now we can, hey Jeanette, so we can buy things from the flea markets. They can be small. We can maybe do some painting. We can do image transfers. There's so many antique shops. It doesn't have to be like the flea market. There is going to be everything. Now, Jeanette has already been doing this for years. And so she knows that if you want to buy big pieces, she will help you arrange shipment back to your country of origin. Now, it might be the States, but if you're in Europe, you can just, rent a massive truck, go shopping, we can refinish stuff, and you can go home with it. So I'm going to have, some paints and some, my paintbrushes as my supplies. We will be working on, some kind of small image transfer, and I will be showing you how to do that. And hopefully, we can get antique cutting boards or something wood antique from France, and you can take it home and have it be a souvenir of a fabulous time. So this is going to be really is kind of like first come first serve, because the space is tiny. There's going to be 6 people, possibly 7, but it is going to be fabulous. If ever somebody said, Diane, what would your first teaching experience be? I would not have said, obviously it'd have to be in France. And obviously I'd have to get my inspiration from Monet, of course, what the heck? Or, I'm actually going to be walking on the same floors that Leonardo da Vinci walked on. I would kiss those floors. I might. So it's like beyond what I could have hoped for. And within that week, so it's going to be from September 11th to the 18th. Like I say, we meet in Paris. We do all this wonderful stuff. We also have a French cooking demonstration. A chef is going to cook dinner for our little group, and she's going to show us and teach us how to do wonderful French food. And we're going to have wine tasting, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be, hopefully this small, tight-knit of women who want to be creative and want to be inspired, and hopefully we can learn from each other. I mean, I'm going to be there, you can kind of get into my head, and I can teach you and talk to you about the things I do. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things that I want to learn from you. So September 11th to the 18th, mark your calendars. It really, potentially is going to be a once in a lifetime. For me, yes, absolutely. I mean, but also because it's going to be really special for me, because it's going to be my first time teaching to a small group of people. I could suck, I'll put that disclaimer out. I could absolutely, what the heck am I talking about? I don't think I will. I think I kind of, over the years, have got enough information, background, practice, that I can, I have enough knowledge base to be able to share something with you, and for it to be meaningful. I think that for me at my age is, if I'm not teaching something that's meaningful, then why bother? So I'm just getting my tea. So yeah, so that is my big news. Please share this video, this Facebook Live. I am like so excited that I want everybody, the entire world to know that finally I have got off my lazy backside and I've stopped procrastinating, and I am getting organized, and I am trusting in this wonderful French woman to give us a wonderful week in France. Does it get any better? I don't know. And I want to tell you that yes, I've been on a kind of like low carb, no sugar diet. That will not be happening in France. No. Gluttony will be happening in France. And I just keep thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to be by this living for the week in this like little French village with a river running by and a bridge, and I'll be running over the bridge with my paintbrushes, and I'll be talking in a very kind of like Yorkshire / French accent with an apron. I think I should have an apron. Yes, and I'll put paintbrushes behind my ear, and then we'll all be best buddies. So if you are interested, you can either contact me, just send me a message and I'll send you all the details. You can contact Jeanette, and I will post all her links down here when this actually goes live and I post it. But yeah, if you have any questions about what's going to be happening, I think I'm just going to talk about it for, well, from now till September, because I am so excited. Once I started talking about, once Monet's Gardens came into the itinerary, I'm like, oh, it has to be done. It has to be done. So, yes, it's happening. I'm a teacher and it's fun. I'm going to be traveling, doing what I love to do best. So again, if you have, I know this is like such a weird time for me to be doing Facebook Lives, but like I said, I was trying to hopefully reach some of my American people, but also some of my European followers, because like I say, if you're in Europe already and you want to have a class with me on image transfer, then this would be the time to do it, because I am going to be very accessible, not accessible, well, you know, I'm going to be there to help you along. And boy, if I can, and if I can work on some of these French antiques and other stuff, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. So thank you all for indulging me while I have this awesome experience, and I hope that you know, if some people from my page who have been following me could come, that would be such an honor. It really it would just be the cherry on the top. So please, if you know of anybody, thank you, Susan. I think it's going to be a blast. I really do. I think, you know, like I say, I've never been to France, which, you know, my bad. But I think my experiences as a 20-year-old versus an experiences as a, gosh, I'm going to be 55, as a 55-year-old is going to be very, very different, because I want to absorb that culture. I just halfway through. Are you coming to England too? No, I don't think so. I think I am just going to fly to Paris, have my week there, do my teaching, and then as it stands now, I'm going to be meeting a girlfriend afterwards, and we may spend extra days in Paris, because why wouldn't you, you know? If I'm going to be there, if I'm going to be away from my family, I'm going. I'm just going to extend it for as long as I can. And I thought maybe I would kind of like pop over to England and see my family, but then I'm like, oh, I could be in Paris with my best friend. Sorry Dad. So yeah, but you know, hey, anything can happen between now and September in terms of what I do. after my week, but I honestly, I think that's going to be a week like no other. So yes, so thank you so much for listening to me. I'm just going to keep talking and talking about this till then. So, you know, if you want to mute me, you can. It's just one of those things that you know, when they say that things happen for a reason, it has to be the right time. And I think for me, this is my right time to actually really be open to thinking that teaching is where I need to go. So I'm like almost giddy, you know, giddy on a Wednesday afternoon. Who knew? So I will go. I will finish my tea. I will just oh, and actually what I will do is so again, and I keep asking you this, sorry, but in the comments let me know if you are seeing this on replay. But what I will do is I'm gonna post some of the pictures of the places that we will be going and some of the rooms that we will be staying in, because I know there's other places that we're going to be visiting, and you know, if I had them in front of me, I couldn't tell you because I can't pronounce them. How sad am I? I had French in middle school for 2 years, and we had to sit in these little cubicles with headphones, and we had to listen to French people speaking, and then we had to just kind of regurgitate what we heard, and then every now and again the teacher would talk to you through the headphones and tell you, you know, how badly you're doing or how great. And I think I spent the entire 2 years just mumbling. I cannot speak a word, not a word. Oui, je m'appelle Diane. Look, it's all coming back. Oh my God. So yes, Diane, I wish I knew what French was for happy. I will find out. So I will post everything on this thread. Please share, and please, if you're available September 11th to the 18th and you want to do something fun in Paris and in central France, this could be it. So thank you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.